Hey guys, welcome back to the 2023 Boonville Fair. This is the evening derby. If you guys haven't seen the afternoon one, I strongly recommend going to watch that. We're going to start off with the donation cars here. We got a Dodge Caravan on the left. It looks like possibly a Kia on the right there. I'm not going to go up there and look at it too closely. We got to get through this Prelude. I'm a little on the late side, but the good news is I've already got a seat up in the grandstand, so decided to do that first. Here we got a Saturn Ion. Behind that, this is the best of paint right here. I got a Grand Prix, a very rotted Grand Prix, may I add. Wow, that thing's rough. Got a Grand Marquis or a Ford Crown Victoria right there, bone stock. Big old tires on the back of that thing. We're gonna go ahead and look at these as well first. Before we get back there, we got a Cadillac. I think we saw this one earlier in the earlier Prelude. If you guys haven't seen that earlier Prelude, you also watch that too, to see these cars before. Got a Ford Crown Victoria, because some of them don't run in the afternoon and end up in the evening. Got a big old full size here, coupe. The Lincoln Continental. You don't see too many of them anymore, that's for sure. A big old car. Got a Ford Crown Victoria or a Grand Marquis next to that. Got a Oldsmobile Omega right here. Don't think I've ever seen one of these derbied. I believe this car was here last year, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this was here at the Boonville Fair. I could be wrong. That Lincoln Continental there. Got a Ford F-150 right there. Those are the ones that like to split in half. I wouldn't be surprised if that's another one that splits in half. Got a Chevrolet Tahoe right here. These are pretty decent vehicles for derby as long as they're not too rotted. Got a Dodge Neon behind that. Like I said, this is best of paint right here, so don't think that's actually a lineup. They wouldn't be. Don't think they'd be running Tahoes with Dodge Neons. At least I certainly wouldn't. I would certainly not hope so. Right here we got a Honda up front here, as well as a, it looks like another, is this the Nissan Sentra that was earlier? No, I think this is a different Nissan Sentra. Next to that, we got a, I believe this would be a Hyundai Kia Spectra, same thing. Is a Kia Accent, no, sorry, a Hyundai Accent. Sorry guys, I'm kind of tired. I think the days are finally starting to catch up with me. Got a Nissan Sentra. I've been working on that stupid Buick all this time. Got a Honda Civic right here. It's a Civic Coupe. I should have known that. Saturn Ion right here. This is the four-door version. Next to that, we got a Honda Civic. And over here is Chevrolet, I believe this is an Aveo right here. It's got a subframe, so it should do all right. I believe that's an Aveo. Let's see, what does it say on the motor? CVVT. Oh, it's a Kia. That's why I questioned it, because I saw that subframe. I'm like, man, that kind of looks like a, not a Chevrolet, but there you go, it's a Kia. Right next to that, is this another Dodge Dart? Or is this a Ford product? This is a Ford Focus. Okay, so you guys can see why I thought they were the same, because they're very similar design in the back and over here. I got to get used to the newer cars. These are newer cars, but how rotted it is. Wow, that's pretty bad. These cars are getting older now, so I say they're newer, but newer isn't newer anymore. All right, we got a. They're doing the drivers meeting now. I was just speaking to some of the drivers. A lot of friendly people out here. We got a Volvo right here. Got next to that. God, is this a Mercedes? Or is this an Acura? That front grille is messing me up. I think it's an Acura. Got a Cobalt next to that. Let me look at this thing. Yeah, it's an Acura. Okay. This is, I can't remember what exactly the model is. I might throw it in the comment, or in the video here, because I'm going to end up editing this one. Got another Volvo wagon behind that. It's an XC70. I'm sure this is the same exact thing. Got the Malibu that won earlier. Yeah. And next to that is a Chevrolet Impala. See, I told you, as long as you keep the axles in these are decent cars. You can see he used the back end. This one was already a pre-ran, and you can see it really isn't blowing out that bad. It's actually relatively solid still, and you use this back end basically the entire time. It's bending in beautifully, everything's coming together. pretty nicely. This one's blowing out just a little bit more than this side, but it's pretty good. Impalas didn't fare too well earlier, but that's okay. I think a lot of it had to do with electrical and limp mode. Got a Ford Fusion behind that Impala. Next to that we got a G6. It's the V6 flavor. It's the 3.5. And next to that we got a newer Subaru Outback. I haven't seen one of these derbied yet, I don't think either. This should be interesting. Look how bone stock this thing is. Wow. Floor mats and everything. I guarantee this thing was built between yesterday and today. I like the GM good wrench. That's a good paint job. I like it. Yeah, it's a Dale car. Okay, I understand. Yep. That's a cool paint job. I like it. And it's a Grand Prix fitting. Let's see. So that's a Mercury Milan. Actually, it's a V6. Here we got a leaky. It's leaking water from the door. Dodge. Well, a Ram 1500. In front of me, I got a Suburban, and next to that is a GMC Sierra. I'm cutting between these two. Gotta hurry up because they're about done with the driver's meeting, I imagine. Not much longer. Stuff going on here. Bunch of vans and trucks over here. Got a Dodge Grand Caravan pulling up now. We'll make our way over here and go through these quick. Probably go 3 at a time and just loop back and forth. All these are GM products. Got a Chevrolet Suburban right on my right, and here we got a GMC or Chevrolet Trailblazer, a GMC Envoy. This is an Envoy. Got a Chevrolet Silverado OBS right there. Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra. Next to that we got a Ram 1500. Looks like a 1500. Got a Chevrolet Suburban GMC Yukon XL, same thing. Dodge Grand Caravan. Right next to that we got a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Got a Dodge Grand Caravan. Once again, Dodge Grand Caravans are going to dominate the van class as far as numbers count, and probably in actuality. We got a Pontiac Torrent here. A very bone stock car. Yep. I just actually own one of these. I never recorded on my YouTube channel, but it looks almost exactly like the one I owned. But they like to rot out right there at the bottom there. But good motors, 3400. As long as it doesn't have a blown head gasket, pretty decent. They take heat okay as long as you keep them out of limp mode. Got a Chevy Venture behind that. Ford Windstar right here, or sorry, this is a Freestar. They're okay. They like to pop out axles pretty easily. Got a Dodge Grand Caravan right there. I believe this is a Kia. It's Kia Sorento, I believe, right here. Sportage, okay. Dodge Grand Caravan. Older Dodge Grand Caravan. Don't see many of those anymore. Got a Dodge Grand Caravan that was pulling up. Wow, you don't see these anymore. And another one behind that. Wow. With the old 3.3. These vans take heat very well. Those old 3.3s are something else. And these vans are okay. They're actually not as tough as the newer ones. I don't even think they're as tough as these in the back. But, like I said, they do go a long time. Now that I said that, they're probably going to be out first. Got a Dodge Grand Caravan behind that, and 2 pre-used or pre-rans from this afternoon I don't think are going to be running. This BMW really impressed me, I must admit. Really impressed me. But that's pretty much it for the Prelude, guys. I had to rush through this one, but that's okay. I got to get back to my seat, so. Okay, guys. Well, stay tuned for Derby action. It should be a good one. Track conditions are, once again, pretty darn good, I think, and should be a good one. So like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, everybody.